Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mundry and have I got a tale for you. It's been exactly a week ago and I'm telling you, I'm still like in shock. So today I'm going to tell you how I got scammed, and essentially there might be a little rant about how I can't really do anything about it. But there's really not much else to say other than for me to get into this kind of crappy and disheartening tale. So basically, I go to the University of California at Davis. I live somewhere else in California right now because, one, I have a better opportunity where I live. I'm saving a lot more money, but at the same time, I also have mentioned many times there has been a personal loss recently and I just cannot go back to school at the moment. So I decided I needed to find someone to take over the lease on my apartment, at least for the next few months. So I was like, you know, I might as well try because it's a lot of money to just keep paying for it, and it kind of hit me that I'm the one paying for it. So I posted on Facebook in multiple groups. There's a lot of off-campus housing groups on Facebook. There's at least 4 or 5, so I posted in as many of them as I could. I posted multiple times and I got a lot of like good offers. It was really minor issues in my opinion. I think it was really minor issues that didn't make it work out. But anyways, here is one message I got, which by the way, I'm going to put screenshots on my screen so you guys can see it. But I'm reading off the Facebook message I got. So on September 26th, by the way, I don't check Facebook very often, so I checked it every few days just because I was hoping for messages and I would respond to potential messages for people who wanted to live in my apartment. So an account which had no association in the profile with Davis, by the way, said, "Hi, I'm Kimberly," and I'm not going to say the last name because they were impersonating a real person. So she says, "I'm messaging you with my roommate's profile." So she's not messaging me from a name that says Kimberly, her last name, or supposedly her last name. It's somebody else, and I'll show it on the screen because I'm pissed and their account looks really fake if you check out their profile. So continuing with their message. "I'm interested in your place for rent. Please kindly get in touch with me if it is still available. I'll be awaiting your prompt response. Thank you." I responded, "Sorry, this was in spam." I then responded back, "It is still available. If you're interested in the room, feel free to text me. I meant put my number or keep messaging me here if you have questions. Your roommate can move in ASAP, stay as long as they want, and it is $8.40 for rent." So already off the bat, I had like misunderstood her. I thought that she was messaging me on behalf of her roommate, and turned out that was not the case. And she goes, "Hi, my name is Kimberly. I'm 20 years old. I work as a data analyst at Julex Corporation. Julex Corporation offers web marketing to payroll services, e-check services to remove deposit capture, and marketing programs for banks, etc." I'm reading this right now and I see the fattest red flag and I hate myself. Anyways, "The company I work for is sending me down for a few professional courses, which are starting soon. I'm looking for a safe and comfortable place to stay. I don't have any pets and I won't be entertaining any random guests during my stay. I am pretty quiet, laid back, and enjoy having good discussions. I like to focus on my work studies, appreciate having my own space, and look forward to the occasional hangouts, movie night, hikes, etc. Do you have any recent picks? Is parking provided, and how much is the rent per month plus utilities? What would be your convenient move-in date? Kindly reply if I fit your kind of candidate because I really want to rent this." I respond. This is the boring part, I'm sorry, but you just have to hear it to hear the red flags because my dumbass didn't. So park is included with sewage, $10 a month, and internet split is $16.25, and PG&E we get 30% off since we're students. That's utilities. You can move in ASAP. How long did you need to stay? I have pictures as well. One sec. I send her the pictures. She said, "Thanks, Mungery. This is perfect. Would love to make first month payment and utilities ahead. Kindly send me your full name and email address to make check payable to you because my company would be responsible for the payment, and since I work with Julex Corporation that offers e-check services, it would be pretty easy and faster for you to get your payment via e-check." Yeah, that e-check thing was a big ass red flag, but anyways, "You can get that in a couple of minutes if this payment mode is cool with you. My company is educating the general public on the usefulness of e-checks being a fast-growing and secure payment method instead of regular paper check that comes in the mailbox. Your bank app should have a remote/mobile deposit feature that allows a bank holder to be able to deposit check remotely without going to the bank. If your bank has this app and you have access to a printer, then we are good to go." I'm thinking, like, why does this woman want to get this thing on the road? big red flag. Anyways, I say, how long do you want to stay? And I would like to have you talk to my roommates first so they can get to know you a bit. I just want to make sure they'd be okay. And she's clearly ignoring all of these things, okay? I mean, one thing she just says is 12 months, and then I said they can text me if they want, and she puts her number, and I'll put the number still because frick her. In the meantime, I need your information so my manager can get the e-check, can process the e-check. Because I'm in a real time crunch and I need to get back to my manager before the given deadline, otherwise my rent budget won't be processed for the first month. I said my lease ends on August 1st. She thumbs that up. And I said I'm really looking for someone until December 2020 since I'm currently taking care of a family member. I need to move up eventually. She says, okay. Should have been another red flag. Like, how can somebody just go from saying I need to stay here for a year to 3 months? And I said, that's fine with you. And she says, I'm okay with that. And this is when I say my information, which, ugh, I'm such a clown. It's just my email and phone number. She said, what bank do you use? I said, I'm going to add you to a group text with my roommates so they can talk to you. I said, both Wells Fargo and Chase. She said, and I hope you have access to a printer to print the e-check when you get it because my manager would be needing the deposit confirmation screenshot as soon as the check is deposited. Both banks are great, but Wells Fargo is cool. I said, okay, what date do you want to move in? And she said, what's your convenient date for me to move in? I will see if I'm okay. I said, how's Friday? She says, Saturday is great. Which makes no sense, but anyways. She says, is that okay with you? I said, yes, but I'll double check with my roommates. She said, my manager will be processing the e-check. She again asks, how much will that be a month plus utility, just confirming it? Which sounds like a clown move because she's asked twice already, but anyways. And then I just mentioned how much it is. I said, can I ask why your profile has a different name? She sends me her driver's license. And she says, this is actually my friend's profile, but I don't have access to that at the moment because my dad forbids me from changing the password. It's a good decision though. Almost got raped by somebody I met through Facebook, so I'm grounded now. Which doesn't add up because at the beginning she said it was a roommate and now she's saying friend. And now it sounds like she lives at home. And I'm saying she, by the way, and we obviously don't know who this is, but since I don't know who they are and they approached me as a female, I mean, I hate them, but I should not misgender them, so if I did, sorry. But anyways, she sends me a Facebook profile. I said, no worries. Ugh, I hate myself. Just want to make sure I wasn't getting scammed since that's happened before, haha. I haven't actually gotten scammed before, but I've almost gotten scammed before. She says, I understand. Someone took money from you? I said, yes, LOL. She says, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, I was kind of naive, but I should have been more careful, no worries. You said one more, how did it happen? And then she goes, one more thing. I said, yes. She spends like 10 minutes typing. You said, my company would include the movers funds in the e-checks. You would have to help me sell the remaining funds to the movers after the check is deposited. The movers would be responsible for moving my stuff on Saturday. I understand the movers fund is not in your concerns as you have the right to request only for the payment to be on the e-check. My company's policy on lease and arrangements is a bit strange but understandable. They won't issue a different check in the mover's name. They would only issue the e-check for my budget because I'm subleased and taking over you. That's the reason I will need you to help me. I'm rewarding you with $100 for your help and understanding in regards to that. Red flag. So the amount total on the check would be $2,000, $480 for rent, $200 reward. She keeps changing stuff around, but anyways. And then $1,320 is the remaining. I said, okay. At this point, I'm like, the actual F is going on. And this is when I'm preparing to go to the bank and show this to them and be like, what is this real? Like, what is going on? She goes, okay, thanks. And I said, is it possible for you to video chat with so I can vet you to my roommates as well? She said, it's possible that I come on Thursday before I move in. I would like to do that in purpose. And I said, meet my roommates. And she says, you have nothing to worry about. You are in safe hands. Seriously taking advantage of the fact that I'm one, desperate to get someone to room in, too vulnerable. I said, okay, I just want my roommates to be able to approve and be okay with you moving in ASAP, and it would help if you talk to them. She said, sure, I will text them. Let me know as soon as you receive the check. She said, I said, let me add you to a group text. She said, I'm waiting for the check in my email. And then she goes, he sent it. I said, they would like to get to know you. She goes, sure, that's not a problem. Did you get the e-check? I said, let me see. She says hello because I take too long to respond and she's desperate and a scammer. So I said, do you have a passport or some other document so I can verify you are who you say you are? And yes, I did get, but I'm at my job right now and I cannot deposit it without printing it, so I need to wait. She goes, I hate this, honestly. I sent you my ID. Listen, I already told my manager to make a video for you. I hope this alleviates your worries. I said, I haven't gotten a video, but that would definitely help. Not really, but anyways. I really want this to work, but being too trusting does not always work. But she said, I understand you, but you need to trust me. Best scammer line on the market. Anyways, my manager is making a video of himself for you to see, and I said, okay. I said, okay, I also need to clear everything with the landlord. And she goes, okay. I said, my manager is on standby for deposit confirmation. When can you do that? I said, once I'm able to deposit it, but I need to clear it with my landlord now, so I will call them on my break ASAP. She said, what do you have to clear with them? I'm confused. I said that I'm subleasing the apartment. She goes, oh, okay. My manager said that he sent you some text and a video. I said, okay, let me look on my break. She said, please let this work out. The e-check is processed and can't be canceled, which is a load of crap because if somebody just shreds a check and doesn't deposit it. But anyways, she said, my manager said he already told you that via text. And then she goes, Ton is texting me. That's one of my roommates, one of my friends. I said, let's set a meeting for Thursday. She said, okay, I already told you that. I said, okay, what time and where? She said, I will need the funds from the check to make the arrangement since that's how you want it. And then she responded the part where I said, okay, when and blah, 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 and said, decide that. I said, what's your info to send you money? She said, the Zelle info. I said, I need a routing number and account number. This is when I was like really getting pissed because I could feel the scammer vibes and I was like, I'll expose her ass. But obviously these people have done it so many times. She goes, how do you send it that way? She said, what's going on? I said, I don't have a Zelle set up and I'm not allowed to, so I can only wire the money. Which obviously is a load of it, but I'm like, if you want to scam me like that, I'm gonna show you. She goes, wow, bounced, thanks for wasting my time. And I said, it's your check that bounced, because she's mad at me. She goes, check bounced within minutes, lol, that's funny. I said, yes, I mobile deposited it, then called the bank to make sure it went through, and that's what they told me. She said, you should deal with your trust issues, honestly. You called no bank. I'm not the one who hurt you, so stop the silly assumption that because of your past experiences. I said, what do you want me to do? She said, you have been hurt in the past and that's understandable, but never think the same of me. That's wrong to do. So if you want to proceed, deposit the check and get this done. Which, by the way, this has taken advantage of my vulnerability on so many. But anyway, I said it's not wrong to do when it's a bad check. According to the bank themselves, you don't need an account and routing number. Chase and Wells Fargo automatically enroll with Zelle, so stop lying. Thanks anyways. You should be kind enough not to waste people's time. It hurts. Now, I can't find the message I wrote to her before I blocked her, where I was really angry and I was like, you're the one who hurt me by lying, some petty ass stuff like that. Now, here's where it gets juicier. So, the person whose profile she linked, I was like, that profile looked for me like it added up with the driver's license photo she picked. So, when I was explaining this to my friend, I was like, what if, does that girl even know that her photo is being used? So I messaged the girl whose profile she linked. So I said, hi there, I just wanted to let you know I got a message from someone pretending to be you. So they said that you couldn't text me because your parents grounded you, so they were using their roommate's profile. Sent me a driver's license picture with your name. I'm sending it to you. I don't know if you're aware of this, but she sent me an account. She sent me your account saying she's you. This girl also replies to me and says, yes, unfortunately I haven't been able to stop them, just report them, which didn't work for me. I reported them on Facebook and Facebook didn't do shit. So I said, oh my god, that sucks, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not your actual ID. And I sent her the ID. She said, it is, but I'm changing my ID. In April when I turned 21, all the information is wrong. I said, OMG, okay, at least it's not your address. I was kind of worried, honestly, because what if happened to me? She said, yeah, that's no worries. All they have is my full name. That's also changing on my birthday. And I said, okay, that makes me feel better. Right. So, couple things. That stupid manager of hers supposedly sent a video. So I'm insert the video here so y'all can see it, and it's the stupidest thing I have seen on planet Earth.
My name is Jeffrey Greenfield, and I can be trusted. Here is a copy of my driver's license, my Wells Fargo ATM card, my Citibank double rewards card, and my checkbook.
Here's what the e-check looks like. I'm such a clown for believing this. Next, okay? So as soon as it happens, like the whole time I'm chatting with this dum-dum, I'm getting really, really angry. And so I call the local police department. She basically goes, do they take your money? And I say no. She says, well, you're lucky. At least they didn't get your money. She basically says she can't do anything. They can't catch people. They probably use fake numbers and all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like pissed. I have the manager's number and I have the person that supposedly messaged me. It's kind of shitty. I wonder what happens if I unblocked this woman. Oh, I think she blocked me because every time I press unblock, it won't let me. Once you block someone, you can't unblock them. I don't know. But anyways, her name's all up on the screen, so y'all can report that Facebook account if you get the chance. Anyhow, I don't know if you guys understood what the actual scam was, but basically I went to the bank and I was like, I don't know if this check is real or fake, like, you gotta help me. So he looks up the routing number of the bank teller and everything, and he looks up all the stuff on the check, and he says, basically the only other check that I see here is, it also says rent budget on it, and there's only one other check for this person, you know, and that one bounced. And I was like, okay, so I definitely got my answer. And he goes, can I, like, ask for more details? And so I tell him, like, hey, the whole thing here is that she wants me, well, this person wants me to deposit this check, which, by the way, I didn't know if you deposit a bad check, it's your fault. You're the one who gets punished. Love America. It's always the victim's fault. But anyways, I deposit the bad check. It takes a couple days to process, regardless, and whoever it is asked for money that is supposedly from that check. Basically, because it's a bad check, you are out money because the check's fake, and they make you deposit the money before the check actually processes. And apparently that's a pretty common scam. The thing is, I don't regularly do things like this, so I don't know what the scams of these days are. But anyways, after that bank teller basically confirmed that, I had an instinctual feeling between me and my friends, and my friend was texting, like my roommate was texting this person and kept telling my roommate that they were busy, and then that person, the scammer, was like constantly texting me saying hello, hello, and I was like, it don't add up, girlfriend. I mean, like, obviously I was lying too, but that was more for protecting my privacy and safety. And but anyways, that was awful, and it's a common scam. And I saw someone posted in the Facebook group saying that this happened to her, and I messaged her and was like, yo girl, this should happen to me too. It's awful, I'm sorry, that sucks, it sucks for all of us. And she like asked me about it and blah blah blah, and we learned that it sucks to be gullible sometimes. I had my suspicions along the way, but I was like, until I do something tangible, this doesn't gonna hurt myself or anybody. So she didn't even ask me what the apartment is or really anything about it. She didn't even mention the Davis location. Lesson learned, there were so many red flags there. Trust your instincts, for crying out loud. What else should I learn? I kind of just gave up on searching for a roommate now because I am just very scared of being scammed again. It was a really crappy, frightening experience, and like I said, it made me very sad and angry because I wasted a lot of time talking to this girl, and I thought I'd finally found someone to take over my lease, and it was just, yeah, it just, we don't need to talk about it anymore. It just makes me very sad and angry at the same time. But, you know, at least I didn't lose money, of course. Although I have to say, she was really not scamming me for that much money, in my opinion, you know, $1,300. I'm not saying I'm glad, like I wish she had scammed me. I just mean, like, I wonder how many people these scammers get, if they're willing to scam people like only like $1,000 each, because you're really not getting that much money out of it. Anyways, that kind of stung. I guess this is what being an adult is like, dealing with crappy people. I don't know, I just sound really sad, and I am, but I guess the truth is this turned out better than I could have asked for, you know. Everyone's safe. I don't have to feel terribly regretful, other than the fact that this dumb wasted my time. But anyways, learn from me. Be careful, especially if you go to Davis or any other UC, because people are lurking on these pages, especially now because I know people are desperate to get rid of their apartments. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. You guys can subscribe if you like today's little video. It's not really the content I usually post when I'm a big story time person, but this is probably the most interesting thing that has happened to me since I had to move home. Anyways, once again, thank you for watching. You guys can check out my podcast. All the proceeds go to the BLM movement in case you're interested in supporting that. I also have an Instagram, and you can drop your questions in the comment section. Once again, thank you for watching, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye!